My name's Elaine. I've got osteoarthritis. I was first diagnosed with osteoarthritis when I was 25, but it really didn't start to impact on my life until I was sort of in my mid-40s. It's possible that I got arthritis so young because I had had some damage to my bones when I was a child through a car accident. I've got arthritis in my knees and in my neck, in my hands, in my jaw, which I was most surprised about, and I've started to get some arthritis in my hips as well now. When I was first diagnosed, I dealt with it by ignoring the fact that I'd actually had the diagnosis, not talking about it, even to close friends and relatives. Really, it was my mid-40s that I started to impact on my lifestyle. I went back to the GP and had a re-diagnosis, and at that point went on to a sort of selection of painkillers, eventually having 3 operations on my knees, which made a vast difference, a really big improvement. But it is a progressive condition, and things have got worse sort of over the years. At the moment, I'm on painkillers and anti-inflammatories, and they're working quite well. But managing my condition is a whole raft of ideas, and it isn't just the medication that I take. It's very important for me to balance exercise and rest, and to know that I have to allow for rest periods in my days, allow for rest periods in my week. I can do lots of things, but I can't do them one after the other. So if I want to go out with my friends, I have to rest before I go, and I have to rest afterwards. And I have to actually sometimes write that on the calendar. It's also important to keep socially active, so that you're out with people, so that your mind's busy, so that you're not focusing on your pain all the time, and to do things where you can sort of totally lose yourself in your activity. I think my own road to Damascus was when I visited my local library, and there they had an arthritis centre, a resource centre, where I found out lots of information about arthritis. One of the things I did then was to join Arthritis Care, get their magazine, and suddenly I discovered that there was lots of people out there in exactly the same condition that I was in, but they'd got lots of ideas about how to overcome difficulties in their life. It's very important to remember that knowledge is power, and that knowledge can help you to manage your condition. Your brain is the best painkiller that you've got. If you understand what's happening with your body, you're more likely to be able to deal with the situations that you find yourself in. You're more likely to be able to communicate well with your GP, so that he, in turn, can provide you with the best treatment that's available.